Alright lad? Alright. It's getting harder and harder to drive that car.
Welcome back everyone, another episode with Car Cartel Boys, and if you haven't already seen it, go back on the other episodes, the R32.
If you can't already tell by the thumbnail, we've made a decision what we're going to do with it.
Yeah.
We're into our estate at the moment, aren't we?
Yep.
You've got one.
Yeah, we've got
Dave's got one.
The M3 estate, we've got the RS6 estate.
Well, how was we going to go skiing? How was I going to go?
Well, you weren't going, mate.
Yeah, that's
Put
the
it
thing.
that way.
We've got this lovely diesel beauty. This is our donor car.
I've done all my research, and the research is we're going to build kind of a factory, what they didn't do from factory, R32 estate. So that's the whole 4Motion running gear out of the R32 into the estate, which I think, if I'm right in saying, this will be the second one in the whole wide world.
But this will be the first one that's done fully. I don't know if a lot of you might have seen it already. There's a red R32 estate that's been done. I think it's been featured in magazines, things like that.
Yeah.
He did the conversion, but he didn't do the rear bumper. And we think that's kind of iconic with this era of R32.
I think what he did with his, he quite liked the look of the smoothness of the originality, slight sleeper look of the wagon, so he's kept with that.
Yeah.
But what we want to kind of do is put all the R32 features, like the front bumper, the headlights, like Jack just said about the exhaust panel with the centre exhaust, all onto the estate. So basically it's what you would get from factory. We're going to put some extras on it, like what we think will look nice.
And then Dave said we're going to turbo it, is that true?
If it gets enough views, and people are loving it and think it's wicked, I'll put loads of turbos on it. What do you think, Dave?
Well, it's only fair if obviously we're out in these. What is it? 300 brake?
Standard.
That.
Yeah.
250, 260.
You can't live with 250 and we've got monsters.
I'll just have all the luggage in mine, why not? That's what it'll be.
Yeah.
The support car.
And why are we using this one, mate?
So basically, we've had this idea for a few months now, because we've kind of been stuck with what we were going to do with the R32.
Well, a lot of people commented about
saving
that
it.
but it's too far gone, I think.
I think we could have saved it, personally, but these guys did come up. I think Dave said it about why don't we make an estate?
Behind the scenes, you will not even understand how much Stoke wanted to bring this back. Cool.
The only downside I could say to these lads, what I didn't really like about doing the estate version of this, I love the back end on the R32, 3-door and 4-door. The lights on the estate is different, and the bumper, like the number plate is in the boot, not the bumper where it's the other way around on the car, the hatchback.
You can change that though.
You could, but you're not, because we've got an idea. We're going to make this still look from the back like as it would from factory, as an R32 with the centre exhaust, make everything work. Dave mentioned to me earlier off camera, I know that's a 3-door, but if that was a 4-door, whatever, 3-door's the same. The chassis is the same up to this kind of point here. So this is where the estate bit gets longer. The wheelbase, the doors and everything, if that was 4-door, the doors are all the same. It has the same chassis code. This chassis code is on a number of vehicles, like the A3 of the year and all that. There's loads of different models that have the same chassis. So in theory, I know they don't make an estate 4-wheel drive, but all the running gear off that Golf R32 apparently more or less bolts up, give or take a few different things. We've got to tackle the boot floor in this Golf, because that has like a plastic boot floor. It's different, and the battery's in the boot. So we're going to get to all that, but we think, I think a bit naively, that this is going to work and it's going to be cool.
Well, I'm wondering why no one else, well, very few people, or only one person's ever done it before.
Why would
there
you?
There must be a reason.
Why would you?
Because people do things. They cut up BMWs.
Yeah, but why would
make estates of ones that didn't have estates.
I know what you're saying, but I think because we got this for such a bargain.
So just to recap, we got this for £750 out of a farmer's field. You can see why we got it. But the best thing about it, the only thing worth saving really is the running gear and the engine at the
moment.
Yeah, sort of. But I think, come on, let's just do that.
So we bought this for 400 quid. Cam out, has slipped the tough, so ideal. The bodywork for us is tidy enough as it is, isn't it, I think. So I think the main goal on this car now, we're going to have a little look through it and just check, you know, just check over both the cars. We're in.
I'll get up the dash like this. Right, in here, it's similar, but it's not exactly the same. There's a few things that you get in the R32 that you're not going to get in here.
Well, did you work that out on your own, yeah?
Yeah. But one thing Stokes said to me is that obviously you've got to change all the clocks and everything in this because you think the immobiliser's
built into the clock. And personally, I'm going to say it, I'm going to have to change the whole wiring loom over.
Yeah, I think we will because
to get everything to work, but the problem we have got, a bit like my BMW Estate using the M4.
Longer.
No, that's got 3 doors and this has got 5 doors.
That's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, just
have that manual.
Yeah, manual back windows. So yeah, there's little tiny things inside here, like the radio's slightly different to that one in there. Trim pieces, very similar, but we can sort all that at a later date. Because I think what we're going to do, idea-wise, in here is get the original leather R32.
Yeah, you can't keep
interior.
these things in.
No, you can't keep the cloth, but that's at a later stage.
Yeah.
But that's what we're planning on doing inside this. It's manual. That's manual, so that should all work. But like I said, I think
if anyone knows, because like Stokes' BMW, there's probably some things that we're completely overlooking about this car.
100%.
Now, I don't know if anyone ever has done this before and not put it online, they might be aware that you can't actually just do this or do that.
So, we're in the boot now. As you can see, ski hatch.
Just what I need.
Armrest, the lot. This is the problem we've got with the Haldex system and the exhaust system. In the R32, the floor is flat and the battery's in the back. So this is something we've got to kind of tackle.
Stokes has done a bit of research though, and a lovely geezer on the the golf forums.
Yeah.
He created a guide.
What's that, Jack? 4 rooms.
4 rooms. Golf forums.
How many rooms have you got, Jack? 4.
3 baths. He did a guide on how to convert your GTI to 4-wheel drive, didn't he? Because apparently that's quite a common mod on that. But like Stokes says, you've got to, because that doesn't come with a spare wheel, you've got to take essentially the spare wheel well out because your exhaust is going to be in the way. It's in the way of your prop, all your
the diff,
diff and everything.
The Haldex system's all in.
It's all in the way. So basically, we've got to cut that out.
That is minor.
Easy. Well, Stokes thinks we can just cut the boot out of the R32 and stick it in this. It's just a few inches short, that's all.
I think the boot floor's like plastic in the R32. Yeah.
And we need to locate the battery into the back of this as well.
Just a bit of a thought.
Yeah.
Why don't we order an R36 boot floor? Because they're 4-wheel drive and it'll probably fit.
What's a completely different floor pan?
It'll be the same. It'll be more or less the same. It'll be the same setup.
No, it's not. It's completely different.
Have you had one, have you?
No, I know it's a different floor.
Well, you looked into it, have you?
Yes.
When?
Ages ago.
A Passat is a Golf.
Can I just tell you something, Dave? I'll go on your comment, what you just said.
Yeah.
Apparently, a Skoda, is it a Octavia?
So a Passat then?
No.
So a Passat then?
No, it's different.
So a Passat then?
Has the similar rear pan. May work. Who knows? Get in the comments. Is Dave right? Probably is.
Right, we're not going to go too much in depth into the R32. If you want to see the general condition of that and how we got it, there's a couple of episodes we've already done on that. But if you think it's a good idea, we think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Get in the comments. Tell us what you think. Tell us if we're missing anything. Me and Stokes did just measure the wheelbase, and we think it's the same. So,
I mean, we're proper I'm not joking. They're saying I've done loads of research. I've had a quick Google.
We also measured the side skirt, and it is the same except for where the back doors are on this. Because there's no back doors on that.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I think
quite
we need
work.
like we said, 4-door side skirt.
So that'll make life easier.
Get in the comments. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a stupid idea? Do you think it's cool? Is there any other ideas? What we think we should do?
Paint it. Wrap it.
This is it. There's loads of stuff.
Tell us what colour we should do this then. How about that?
Yeah.
I'm not going to paint it, maybe wrap it.
No, mate, we've got to get
ourselves.
Mate, let's get the running gear in the engine.
One thing at a time.
One thing at a time.
Yeah.
So yeah, tune in for the next episode on this, and we're going to attempt to get it all in, aren't we? In quick time.
Yeah. Right. Like, comment,
follow
share.
and subscribe.
Yeah. What Dave said.
Comment and subscribe, not follow and subscribe.
Just do everything.
And hit the bell icon.
Like, comment, share and subscribe.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Ta-da.
Well, I hope none of you have gone anywhere So basically, the guy we bought this car off, Tom, nice bloke.
Tom, lovely bloke.
He bought this car. It had an electrical fault. The garage told him to put an engine in it.
Yeah.
He put the engine in it, and then 30 minutes later or something,
he put the engine in. He's taking it for an MOT. Yeah. I don't know if he's put a cam belt on it or what. And he was taking it for an MOT, and it conked out, wouldn't start. And then he stripped it down. Noticed the cam belt was slack.
Yeah. Well,
so,
we think he might be watching this, so we might have a little bit of bad news for him, and a little bit of good news for us. But Stokes has been playing around.
The tensioner, what bolts into the head, seems to be running, keeps pulling out. Like, so this isn't fully tensioned, so Jack's going to keep an eye on that, on the actual cam belt tensioner, so it could full slack again any minute soon. But hasn't got the aux belt on, has it? So she's a runner, so...
Yeah, well, but you basically noticed it looked slightly out of time, didn't it? We knew it jumped anyway, so shining that torch in your eye.
So I said to Jack, before we start taking this engine out, let's just time it back up, and then we know, well, now we've got an engine we can sell, can't we? Which is kind of...
I'm sorry, Tom, if you're watching this, but...
But if you wanted to fix this, you would have to take
the engine out and retap
you'd have to jack it right up and retap where this goes in, which we'll do before we sell the actual engine. But
Tom,
yeah, that tension's about to fall off.
It's unwound itself, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Stokes just noticed, if you can, she's shine the torch down there.
It's literally, the cam belt is running on the side. That tension is like hanging off at an angle.
So, there was a problem, there is a problem.
Yeah, the tension is literally falling out, so we best not run it anymore. I don't know if you can see that literally the cam belt is rubbing on the side of that, because this is at an angle like that. Because I've been doing that up, and it's just, you know, when it doesn't feel like it's tightening up, I'm like, this is just keeps winding, so it's literally pulled the thread out of the either the cylinder head or the block. Anyway,
sorry, Tom.
like, follow, share and subscribe, you know all that.